Hello there, here we are playing some Drake round 1. I have to say this hand seems pretty terrible actually, it doesn't do anything for the first couple of turns, which is not really good enough. This hand is not great either, but on the other hand I get to like preordain to search for some lands and stuff, and like once we hit a couple of lands we should be good. Because obviously the problem with the other hand was that it didn't do anything for the first couple of turns, and even then it probably just had to play compulsive research and discard to hand size, which isn't super. Obviously, we're against Affinity. They kept a one-lander. I don't think I'm going to Flame Slash this, so what I'm going to do is just play Island, I think. Can stop like an Atog or something coming down. Springleaf Drum? I don't think I care too much about Springleaf Drum. They've probably got like a really like nuts hand with like Mirror Enforcers, is why they're going for be kept this hand despite not having too much action. So I think I can allow this Frogmite, but I think I might counter um yeah, I'll counter this one to stop things getting too out of control. Okay, I obviously would have largely preferred to counter that one, but I do have Flame Slash at the ready. Flare Husk is kind of annoying in that it makes their 4/4s survive Flame Slashes, but it's not too bad otherwise. So I guess we have enough in the realms of Archaeomancers, like Seagate Oracles and that sort of thing. We just need to hit more lands so we can play our spells in a timely fashion and also draw more burn spells. Since if they play like a Mirror Enforcer, you know, we can get Archaeomancer to get back Flame Slash. But if we do it and then do not Flame Slash on the same turn, then they could just move their Flare Husk over. Atog is kind of scary. They have plenty of fuel. We don't have any like hard removal on our deck. So I'm thinking we should probably just play Seagate Oracle and try and hit a burn spell. We need to basically remove as many permanents from play as possible. This one's kind of tricky. I think we probably want the Drake, since then we can, you know, just play Drake and play Archaeomancer or Flame Slash in the same turn. We should have enough gas moving forward with the Seagate Oracle and Archaeomancer. And I'll play Mountain to maybe bluff some like Lightning Bolt action. We obviously could have played this first in order to leave open this, but I thought just in case we were forced to take an Is It Boilerworks or Swiftwater Cliffs, I wanted to not make a land drop until after I'd seen what I'm getting here. This is certainly a fine draw by them. Oh dear. So this is currently 3 power. So if I don't block it, it can get plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm like priced into blocking it. As in they can give it like plus 18, plus 18. This is why we need to keep the Drake, so we have enough bodies to start trimming down on the spare permanents that they have. They drew a spell off of their Chromatic Star also. Oh, they drew a fling from it? Wow, it's broken. Well, I mean, these are why Affinity is a good deck. Sometimes you just crush them. Okay. So, we get to bring in these Gorilla Shamans. We actually have a fairly light anti-affinity sideboard because of our like main deck Flame Slashes and so on. Let's see. As for what else we're bringing in, I imagine they are probably not on the Disciple plan. But on the other hand, these could be quite good to help our burn spells finish off opponents and mitigate their equipment. So in a matchup like this, we just want to make sure we don't have too clunky a hand. So I'm going to trim down a little bit on these things. Because we don't really super need to combo. We just need to make sure we interact enough. Seems acceptable to me. This sounds not great, but I can, preordain into removal, presumably, and then Seagate Oracle into things. I'll keep it. So if we lead, I think we might want to lead with Lonely Sandbar. Like if we're gonna be drawing into removal with Preordain, we can still do it next turn. And looks like we might have a semi-land hungry hand. Well, we have plenty of Seagate Oracles as is, so ship those. Okay. Okay, snap off this lightning bolt. We have more or less the right amount of tools to eventually get there. Like if they have like one or two lands too many this game, we should be able to take over the game with lightning bolts and archaeomancers and that sort of thing. So I could just pass with Seagate Oracle and try and lightning bolt, but on the other hand, they might see through that and just equip here, and we end up not being able to do very much. So I'll just buy back my lightning bolt. Also, having two creatures in play obviously makes Ghostly Flicker a lot better if you get the chance to fire that off. Okie dokie. So there's an argument for bringing in Hydroblast, and it's certainly possible that I should have done that. Like I was thinking they don't have that many things that it's good against. But I suppose maybe Atog is all the things that you need it to be good against. I mean, you can obviously counter a fling or something. So obviously here I'm just trying to work down their permanents on their turn while they, aren't getting the full bonus of the pump. Okay. They took out a few permanents there. Are they just gonna... Yeah, they floated a mana, like threatening to fling, but it would have been quite ambitious, I think. Oh, looks like we're taking 4 again. I think we're going to be on the blocking plan plus Ghostly Flicker. Now obviously they could have Pyroblasts. I think that's okay. Like, we still need to find an answer for this Carapace Forger. They could also have like Galvanic Blast to remove one of my creatures to cut down on the benefit we're getting. Now I have a Dispel. That's fine. We can now Archaeomancer back the Ghostly Flicker again. Well, there's a Flame Slash. I think I want to cast that now. And now we have the choice between getting back Ghostly Flicker or getting back Flame Slash. Flame Slash is like a safer play. Well, if our spell resolved, it would been a safer play. Because we could have pointed at this, cut down on our permanents some more, and so on. But Ghostly Flicker makes us a lot better in a long game scenario. Oh, looks like they might be attritioning at us, which is a bit unusual. Fair enough. Yep, in hindsight, I guess they actually board in additional red cards. So Hydroblast is good enough, I think. This is interesting. So, because we still need to deal with this Mirror Enforcer at some point, but on the other hand, Gorilla Shaman can like take out the rest of their stuff. So if we take Seagate Oracle, we're obviously hoping to get like a Flame Slash. If you take Gorilla Shaman, we're intending to draw like a good card after we blow up their lands and like Flare Husk. It's kind of close, like, because they still have this Darksteel Citadel, it's hard to take away all their mana. think it kind of has to be Sea Oracle. Like, blowing up their lands doesn't help us, considering... Oops, well, I put it the wrong way around. I put it the wrong way around, but there we go. Hopefully Gorilla Shaman will be somewhat useful. Now we could take the Springleaf Drum, but I think I'm fine with them tapping either Atog or Mirror Enforcer. And this removes a creature and equipment from the board. Oh, okay, I was going to say they drew Fling again. So I think this needs to find us like a Flame Slash or something. Or Chaomancer's does get us a Flame Slash and provides a jump block, so I think we maybe have to take that. Or we can take our Chaomancer, like blow up Springleaf Drum, jump with the Gorilla Shaman, and then next turn play a Chaomancer, then Ghostly Flicker. It is the question as to whether we're playing our Chaomancer now, or like trying to blow up Springleaf Drum to cut down on their potential for drawing like a red source. I think this works out potentially better because even if they like draw a land, we can like blow up their land with Gorilla Shaman, so they can't. Damn, they drew a 1 mana cost artifact, which is the only way that this Carapace Forger maintains its Metalcraft. That was a shame. So now we need to do a bit of blocking. I'm thinking Gorilla Shaman's probably the block, since we might need to do shenanigans with Ghostly Flicker. Then we take this, go to 1. Okay, living on the edge. So if we get back Ghostly Flicker, we can just cast it and then get like a Flame Slash. Yeah, I think that's probably right. And that gets us like just a free use out of the Seagate Oracle. Well, Counterspell isn't super useful. Peregrine Drake is potentially useful, so... I mean, Counterspell would be great. Like, in the near future, I would like to draw one, but... no good right now. So hopefully they draw something that they can't use. It's unlikely, however. That's okay. I think we need to draw like a Muldrifter. Not a Peregrine Drake. Like a Muldrifter or even like an Is It Boilerworks would have been fine as on land, because then we could have returned the Lonely Sandbar and maybe had something going on. Unfortunately, it looks like we're on the brink. This is a few too many things. I've probably just mis-sideboarded. I think we could have had a good shot if they didn't draw the 1 mana, the extra Springleaf from the turn where they had like no Metalcraft, because then we would have been able to like block this, basically just gain 4 life and be able to take a few hits. But here we're just, I think we're more or less drawing dead. I guess we could draw like Muldrifter into something, but no. Okay, probably my fault. Let's move on to the next game.